The CEO of Klarity Kosmetics recently had her birthday, and in order to celebrate that, the brand came out with this palette. It's called the Stained Glass palette. And what a way to celebrate their birthday. Like, I'd love to celebrate a birthday by releasing an eyeshadow palette. Like that's kind of the dream. A massive thank you to Makeup on Your Radar. I stole their pictures. What an unusual move for me. But let's discuss this. So straight off the bat, I'm seeing green. So obviously, if you know me, I am intrigued as hell. So this palette is $26. It includes 2 duochromes, 1 multichrome, 1 shimmer, and 2 buttery smooth mattes. I have always been saying this, but I feel like the word buttery shouldn't really be applied to eyeshadow. I think we need to come out with like some new adjectives, if that's at all possible. Of course, in the spirit of full transparency, I gotta tell you, I am an affiliate with a brand. My code Teresa will get you money off. It's just my name. There you go. I like this, okay? I like a lot of Klarity stuff. My main issue is that the shipping is so expensive. So anytime I get something from them, it just kind of snowballs because of the shipping and because of taxes and duties, blah, 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 because I'm in Ireland. However, if you are in the US and this is easier to get for you, oh, I am jealous. I am annoyed. I feel like this would go really, really well with the likes of their Croc palette. I love how rich this is. Like the tones of this are really, really nice. However, my main issue with this palette is that it's not really a one and done sort of palette. You kind of could, to be fair, but a lot of people obviously, like myself, like to use lighter shades to blend out, etc. And because you have 2 quite dark, deep shadows, that's a little bit more tricky to do. But obviously not a deal breaker at all. And when it's $26 and has like some duochromes and multichromes and a shimmer, I feel like there's not really that much to complain about. I do like this for sure. And I've noticed that Klarity Cosmetics have kind of been thinking an awful lot more about how they package and portray their palettes. And I feel like even the background of this is quite interesting. It really continues on with that theme of stained glass. And obviously the greens, I'm sorry, I just keep looking at it and kind of going, oh. And I literally just did an order with Klarity maybe like 2 weeks ago for their like Mermazing collection. And I'm kind of annoyed because if I'd known this was coming out, I would have waited and I'd have got the whole thing together. Because again, kind of doing a big order at this point doesn't really make much sense. I personally think this is really, really cute, but that's because greens are very, very much my kind of colour story. I know, I'm just very, very predictable. What do I think of the price? $26. It's not the worst for a £6 palette. I literally just talked about Natasha Denona and a £5 palette for $27. And I feel like this is a little bit better. Again, if you're outside of the US, just be aware the shipping, customs, etc. very, very pricey. What I would love, love, love to see over the next couple of years for Klarity is to see them maybe get into more European distributors, because I feel like they could do really, really well there. Their mattes are crazy, crazy pigmented. I feel like for me, the most standout thing that they do are actually those multichromes and shimmers. So I think it was really, really smart for them to do a palette that has 4 of those shades. Because I mean, I would typically like a half and half, like a half mattes, half kind of more special metallic-y, shimmery, multi-chromy shades. But they're kind of playing to their strengths, and I think that this was quite smart. I do want to get this down the line, and I don't think they've said anywhere that this is limited edition. So for now, I'm going to put a pause on this, not because I don't want it, but because I'm being sensible, which honestly, not very fun at all. Has anyone picked this up? If so, I'm very, very jealous. And if you have you got to try it yet? Are you that lucky? Is that how quickly time works? Anyways, let me know what you guys think, because personally, I think this is pretty cute.